do apologize, everybody. It is nearly 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I am just getting around to recording my video for the day, my life-isode for the day. My website launched awesome, isn't it? I'm excited about it. I hope you like it. It's really fun. My coach did a great job putting it together. In fact, she'll probably be doing a lot of the engaging with you, answering questions or cheering you on. In between the times that I'll get around to getting to my computer. If you didn't hear yesterday's message, you'll understand why that is. But we are both praying for you. We are both rooting for you. And of course, I want to engage with you too. It's easier for me to do that on IGTV and YouTube from where I'm at. So take that into consideration. And we did figure out how to get IGTV videos uploaded without having to have the Instagram app on my phone. So that is huge, and I'm very excited about that. Again, look at yesterday's video if you're confused, because today's video has nothing to do with any of that. So I get a devotion every morning, and I have for years. I think I shared that a while back, from Proverbs 31. And today's message kind of went with the first half of yesterday's message. In the devotion, it was consider other people's interests just as the same as you consider your own interests, right? She shared a story of how she was nudged to give something away that was special to her that she really, really liked because the barista complimented her on it, and she gave it to her reluctantly but cheerfully. Gave her the scarf that she was complimented. And so I feel like that is such a cool thing. Like, it's just a thing. It's just a thing. And if it would make someone else's day, oh my. And she did acknowledge that she kind of wished that she would say, oh, no, I can't do that. I love it. It's beautiful, but no, I can't take it. She was kind of hoping she would have that response, but she didn't. She said, thank you. And so that's delightful too, though, isn't it? We can always get another scarf, but can we always touch someone that dramatically? No. So anytime we have the opportunity to, I say yes. You've heard about those, like, speaking of barista, you hear about the pay it forward or the ripple effect or random acts of kindness where the person in front of you pays your bill, like you're behind them, and they pay your bill. They pay your order off. So by the time you come up to the window, you're like, wait, what? It's free? What do you mean it's free? Yes, the person ahead of you. And you'll never know that person. You'll never meet that person. And yet they did something so kind and generous, never getting a chance to get a thank you, right? Like, I love hearing stories like that, or people leaving ridiculous large tips, for example. Another example is, and just to give you a couple things, like random acts of kindness, we'll call that today's video, is random acts of kindness. Like, it makes you feel good. And if you get the nudge, I say go for it. Like, I shop at Aldi frequently. I love Aldi. I save so much money because I don't look at prices. And it gets me in trouble most of the time. Like, when I'm in Kroger or I'm in Meijer or I'm in Publix or wherever, that stuff's not cheap. I'm sorry. And all the stuff that I like, not cheap, especially the meat and the produce. So, like, I am an Aldi through and through fan, probably the #1 spokesperson, because it's the best. But you have to use a quarter to get a cart because that's part of their system. If you put a quarter in the cart, you unlock it, you get to use it, you return it, you get your quarter back, because that saves them money from having to pay someone to retrieve them. You also have to bag your own groceries because they don't have to then pay a bagger. So this is all the savings that they are getting, they are giving back to you. So, like, you're spending so much less on the same food. It's the same food. It's the same food, people, and it's consumables. I feel like you should never spend ridiculous amount of money just because of a brand, because it's a consumable. Obviously, if you have allergies or you have intolerances, that's like totally different. I get it, but thank goodness for my family and for me, because I'm the laziest person you'll ever meet. I don't research. I have people who research, who love me enough to do it for me. So, like, it's food. We eat it like hyenas in this house. So why pay like way more than we should? Okay, there's my Aldi pitch, apparently. That's for free. Go shop at your nearest Aldi today. So anyway, I always kid about the quarter. That was my ministry. And I always felt the nudge, you know what, just leave it. Put it back. Don't leave it in the parking lot, because nothing makes me more mad than that. Put your cart back, but leave the quarter in it. You don't need it. It's a quarter. Somebody else will be blessed by that. You may never see them. You may never meet them, but leave it there. It's a quarter. It's a gumball. It's not a big deal. And every single time, every single week, because I go every single week and fill that cart to the brim, overflowing most of the time. Every single week, and every single week I would leave my quarter. And there was one time, okay, so I guess this is kind of what I'm getting into, random acts of kindness, okay? It's not about you, but the fun part is it does come back to you. It really does. It's kind of like, what did she call it? She called it a bank for faith, a bank for you're making a deposit into your bank of faith, kind of thing. Some of you might consider it good karma. Whatever the case, it's going to come back to you. You're going to be rewarded for your behavior, whether it's in heaven or it's here on earth. You will be rewarded for that kind of kindness and selflessness. And so just to give you an example, like I've always felt the nudge, never feeling the need to leave the quarter or to take the quarter back. And one time I did not have a quarter when we were in Aldi. I had all the kids with me. It was a summer day. I had all the kids with me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have a quarter. Lord, this is the first time I haven't had a quarter. You know me. I left my quarters for so long every week in and week out. Please just provide for us. And the kids are in the car. So this is kind of fun because when the car right next to me backed out of the parking spot, there was a cart sitting there because the very person who annoys me by leaving their cart there left it there just for me. And I still left the quarter when we returned it back. But like, I think that's a fun story because I didn't have a quarter that day, but God provided. It came back around. So that's your message for the day. Hopefully it was a fun one, an encouraging one, a light and fluffy one, because lately I feel like they've been kind of heavy. I enjoyed that devotion, and I felt like it did kind of resemble the first portion of yesterday's talk, where we take an interest in others just as much as we take an interest in ourselves. And so hopefully you were inspired in some way for that, and that you will comment in either this IGTV post or in the YouTube video, because I would love to engage with you. I really would. I'd love to have community with you and do this life with you, because life is hard enough. Let's link arms and do it together. Be our best self, because there's just one you. So be you. Take care.